everybody? Welcome to the Unofficial Controller Podcast. It's me, Bobby. I'll be your host for today, whatever day this is to you. That's what day it is for me, too, because it's a special day. It's a special recording. Let's just get into, what I've been playing. I've been playing the Callisto Protocol. Um, you know what? I'm just really, really not feeling the game. And it's been affecting my entire month of January, to be honest, because your boy Bobby, me, I haven't had a platinum in January yet, because I'm playing the Callisto Protocol and I'm just really not feeling it, man. It's just, I mean, it looks good, the combat I got used to. It just seems to be, I don't know if it's the story or whatever. I just feel like it's just dragging on. Okay, it's just really dragging on. I think I'm in chapter 5. I mean, I'm almost done. It's not a very long game, and I'm playing it on easy to get all the collectibles out of the way, and then I'm gonna do my hard run for the platinum. But I'll tell you, it's been hard. It's been difficult. It really has because, um, like I said, it's just dragging on. I'm just not feeling the excitement to play the game. So if I can get a chance, listen. Usually, if I come home from work before my wife Eva, I'll play the game. I'll play the game. I played the game. I've beat the game. Okay. Um, if I get home before my wife Eva, I have some time. I have like maybe like an hour, hour and a half, depending, how fast I get home, or how fast that train gets me home, or how fast I run out of work. Because I will run. Okay, I will run to that train and be like, "See ya," because I'm out of here. I'm not going back. Don't call me. Okay. So, um, I would play anything if I was playing, Demon Souls, Elden Ring, anything from last year, Infernax, Death's Door. I would just run home, take my clothes off. Because when I get home, I take my clothes off. Okay? I just keep the undershirt, underwear on, and I put some basketball shorts on. That's it. Socks gone. See ya. Okay. Everything is off. And I come home, make a coffee. Okay. Get my little computer chair, bring it to the front of the living room. I don't have a game room, guys. I don't have a game room. I have a living room. And that's what the TV is. That's what a PlayStation is. PS5. Okay. I got a brand new 65-inch TV for my birthday last year. It's up there, looks beautiful. I got lights, LED lights. So I'll stick LED lights anywhere. And that's where I play. That's just what I do. Then Eva comes home and right away she's like, time to eat. Or I'm hungry. Let's make some food. Sometimes I've cooked yesterday. We have leftovers. Sometimes I order. Sometimes we cook together. It is what it is. Life, bro. Okay. But that hour, hour and a half I have, if I get it, or she tells me, hey, babe, I'm going to go with some friends after work. You have a good time. You call me when you get there and call me on your way home, just so I know what's going on. You enjoy. Okay. Now I have more time. And I would literally play the game I was currently playing and knock it out. And then I go to the next game and the next game. Oh, Marlon's on. Play some Elden Ring. Oh, my stepdad's on. Let's play some Elden Ring. Let's play some Sniper 5. Let's get it out. So that's what I would do. But now I'm finding myself making excuses in my own mind not to play this game. Okay? I'm like, um, only 5 o'clock. She'll be home by 6. We'll play some FIFA. Let me see if Marlon's on playing an hour in Elden Ring. Even though an hour of Elden Ring is really a waste of time because you really can't do anything in an hour. Okay? Especially in co-op mode when you're both running together like Batman and Robin on the TV show, running up to a hill, running onto a boss fight. It's kind of annoying. They can't use your horse, but whatever. So I find myself making excuses to do. Oh, let's do FIFA 23 career mode. You know, let's try to make Manchester win the league, even though it's difficult. I have an hour. You could play some games. I could play like 3 games, 4 games in an hour. That's not a problem. you know? And that's what I would do. And on all of January, I have been pushing off playing this game. And I told myself, moving forward, even if I have a half hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, whatever time I have myself, because I get up in the morning early. It's just I get up every day at 5:30 a.m. Okay, that's when I get up. My body just gets up because I've been getting up at that time for who knows how long. I worked at 7. I had to be at work at 7 a.m. for like the last 15 years. All right, that's just me. So it could be Sunday. I'm up 5:30. So I'm up. My wife don't get up till on the weekend. 8, 8:30. Sometimes she works out at 9:30. So it's a good 4 hours of morning gaming. Put the headphones on, and I'm in it to win it. Okay. And I'll play it and I'll do it. But now I don't want to. That's how much I don't like this game. But I'm going to finish it because I have to finish it because that's just what I do. Okay. I am the man who plays games. The man. I'm the man who finishes games. And I'm going to finish it. And I'm going to get it done because there's so many games that I have from Christmas. Sadly, Christmas from last year, my birthday from last year, and Christmas from this year, 2023, that I have in the plastic, okay? That I gotta play. I got things to do, bro. I can't be messing around with this damn game. So I'm gonna just get it done with the hours I have and try to finish this bad boy as fast as possible. All right. Um. So that's the update. I have literally played nothing but FIFA 23 and Elden Ring with my boy Marlon. And according to his save file, we're about 50 hours in. And are we close? I don't know. Okay, I'm doing the best I can to make sure that the time that we have together is efficient. And I try to get a little plan. Today we're gonna go here, get this special item, kill this boss, then go here, get this item. Let's progress the story. Let's move on. We have limited time. Let's get it done. And that's what I've been doing. So he'll get his little platinum. And then I'm gonna retire from Elden Ring. Yeah, I love the game. I played the game. I beat the game, but I'm tired of it, of the game. Okay. So that's that. All right. Now, what I wanted to get into, this was the meat and potatoes of the show because I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know. Sometimes nostalgia just uppercuts you in the jaw. Like it just hits you hard and you feel it and you live the moment. And sometimes you don't even know that you're in the moment when it's happening. And it's always like, damn, that was a good time. I remember those moments. Oh man, these moments, they won't last forever. And they don't last forever because next thing you know, you're out of the moment. And it's when you think about those moments that really hit you. And I don't even know how. I don't even know what happened or what made me even think of this. I don't even remember the commercial, to be honest. And it wasn't even about what I was thinking about. Okay. I was watching some commercial. I seen some kid running around in like the backyard of his house, which I don't even have a backyard. Growing up in the 80s, I had an apartment building. I lived in an apartment, and across the street from the apartment was a schoolyard, full of concrete. And that's where we played. Okay. If I went to the other park that had grass, I couldn't go by myself. So someone had to take me there. But I was allowed to go across the street. My mom can watch from the window. So I play stickball, basketball. We play hockey, football, everything on concrete. If you fell on concrete, you got up. It was the 80s. All right. We don't care about grass. We played baseball on concrete. I've slid on concrete to make a base that we drew out of chalk. You understand? It wasn't even a real base. It was a chalk base. And we used to use the stickball bat to make lines and then play basically our version of baseball, which was before we used and played stickball the correct way. We used to play it the baseball way. So we had just, two guys in the outfield, one pitcher. Depending on where you hit the ball, it will be determined, what it was. That's the classic stickball, where you use a box, there's a wall behind you, there's a strike zone. Whatever distance of pitching it is, I don't remember, right? And then we had one on one, it was one out. You had one out to make moves. So if you hit the ball, it was if let's say it was whatever you guys determined that we used to use the basketball courts. So if it hit before the basketball court, any hit was a single. Second basketball court, double. First basketball court was a double. Second basketball court was a triple, and over that fence was a home run. Simple, easy peasy. Now, if you ran and caught it, you're out. That's good. Good for you. But who's catching this? Nobody. No one's catching it. Then if it was 2-on-2, you had one outfielder, and if it was 3-on-3, you had two outfielders. That's just how we try to play. So even if you caught the ball, it was not really out unless it was one bounce to the pitcher. You're gone. Okay. But before that, we played stickball the baseball way, and we used to run the bases, and we try to tag each other out, or throw the ball at you. So if you get hit with the ball by a throw, you're out. That's what we did. That's how we played. But back to what I was saying. This commercial made me think about like eating cereal as a kid, and I love cereal. I love it. I don't know if it's an Irish thing. I don't know if it's a New York thing. If it was my dad's thing, I don't know. But I'll tell you something. Okay. Growing up, we had a cereal cabinet. All right. Above the refrigerator that was filled to the brim with cereal. Okay. There was cereal in there that doesn't even exist today because it can never be made today because the sugar content must have been through the roof. I'm talking about 60, 80 grams of sugar in that bad boy. Like, you might as well just lay the sugar down in a pile. Okay. Get a credit card and start dividing that up in little lines and just sniff it through your nose and just get the sugar that way. That's how much sugar was in these 80 cereals. Okay. There was no gluten-free cereals. There was no real super healthy cereals. And if they were healthy, they probably tasted like straight up garbage. Right. The only healthy cereal I remember liking as a kid was Honey Nut Cheerios. And that's the only healthy cereal I eat today. Okay? I don't eat as much cereal as I used to because Eva's like, it's not good for you. So if she buys cereal, it's a healthy cereal. And healthy cereal is Honey Nut Cheerios. Okay. So if we're tired in the morning, I want to make breakfast. We don't want to go out for breakfast. I'll have cereal. It's fine with me. Listen, I'll have cereal for dinner. Okay. That's how much I love cereal. And it never changed as a kid. I never stopped liking cereal. And I remember like my father will be up crack of dawn because, I don't even know what time he worked. I don't even know what time it was. I just know that I would get up from my bed because I heard my father playing video games and you hear his little thumbs on the controller click 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 click. That's the NES controller sound. Click 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 and he'd be playing it or cursing, the MF here, MF there. Uh, you know, oh Jesus, like he's gonna help you. Obviously he's not because you're dying. So, that's not gonna help you. Um, then he has his little notebook next to him, depending on who he was playing. And, he used to play again, just like me, before my mom got up. He used to do the same. He used to play before my mom got up. So obviously we have the same idea. Try to play before the wife wakes up. Because once the wife wakes up, you know, oh, you thought you were gonna stay home all day? No. No, we have plans. We're gonna go here, we're gonna go there. We're gonna meet our friends at this place. You know, there you go. Oh, we're doing that today? Yes, we are. Oh, okay. I gotta go. So, um, and I remember, good morning. He'd give him a hug, whatever. Typical father son stuff. And then he's like, I'll make breakfast later. No problem. Um, that was probably a lie because my father made breakfast rarely. And when he did make it, it was a huge production because he would make pancakes, from scratch. My father had a KitchenAid. My mom really wasn't a cook. Okay, hold on, some coffee. My mom really wasn't a cook. My mom cooks good now. She cooks good. She cooked good when I was a kid, but my mom wasn't a cook. My father was the cook. So you know how you go to the store and buy like, regular pancake mix, like, Aunt Jemima, and you put the water, the egg, you mix it. My father put milk, egg, pancake mix it up. My mom would do that. My father would make like from scratch, like flour, like, put it on the counter, spray some whatever how he made it. And he make it from scratch. My father would make pasta from scratch too, because we had a KitchenAid with all the attachments. So, but he wasn't making pancakes at the crack of dawn. So you know what I did? I had cereal. All right. And I would watch him play video games for whatever time in my mind seemed like hours. And I used to eat real slow as a kid because I love food and I would enjoy the food. Like I eat real slow. My mom made a hamburger and I would just eat that as slow as possible and just try to get that flavor in my mouth and let it soak in there. Because I thought, you know, I don't want another hamburger. I'm gonna be full. Let me enjoy this one. So I go up and I get the many cereals that we had in there. All right. And like I said, these were the 80s, bro. This is not 2023. This is not gluten, try to keep you healthy. No, 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 no. Okay. And my father bought cereals like I buy cereals if I could from the box. Okay. My father wasn't a huge Star Wars fan. Okay. But we had C3POs. Okay. To me, it was like a cool version of like Honey Nut Cheerios. It just looked like, two Honey Nut Cheerios stuck together. It just looked like a bee. I don't know if that was the intention. And, I watch Star Wars and I don't understand why they made the cereal that direction, but we had it. Okay. It was from Kellogg's. C3PO. I swear to God. I swear to God. I don't even know how much sugar was in there, but they were everywhere. All right. We had Donkey Kong Jr. cereal. Okay. And inside the box, sometimes it'd be like baseball cards. And I try to get a Yankee card. Well, I didn't care about any team but the Yankees. Okay. Who cares about the Mets? Who cares about Baltimore? And who cares about the Red Sox? All right. Tampa Bay wasn't even a team when I was a kid. So I just wanted Yankee cards. Okay. I just loved the Yankees. Okay. And Donkey Kong cereal, it was like a typical, fruit flavored cereal. It had like, I guess, I don't know, some kind of fruity cereal that was red, a round ball, and a banana shaped cereal that tasted like banana, obviously. And the 80s loved bananas. All right. The 80s bananas flavor, anything was just king of the hill. My mom, still to this day, will drink a glass of Nesquik chocolate milk before bed. But growing up, not only did I have Nesquik chocolate milk, okay, I had Nesquik strawberry milk. I had Nesquik banana milk. Yes, they still make it. They still make it to this day. I swear to God. And I think if I had it now, I'd probably puke or use the bathroom tremendously. All right. Um, Probably wouldn't do that now, but back then, bro. Okay, I'll drink a gallon of this. Not a problem. Didn't matter. I love it. Okay. So Donkey Kong Jr. cereal. All right. A lot of people was like, "Oh my God, can you believe Dunkin' Donuts made a cereal?" I can't believe Dunkin' Donuts made a cereal. And yes, there is Dunkin' Donut cereal on the shelf, but there was also Dunkin' Donut cereal, okay, back in the 80s. And the guy in the box looked like a little Mario. He looked like a little Mario holding a glass of milk, a fancy glass, pouring milk, and it came in glazed and it came in chocolate. And I'll tell you what, I love the cereal. I loved it. And my father was playing Dr. Mario, trying to match the pills, trying to do this. I'm eating this cereal. I'm like, man, this is amazing. You know what I mean? Like I'm really living in the moment. I'm really living in it. Didn't know it was a moment, but I was living in a moment.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Do you like video games, podcasts, and reminiscing? I'm actor, video game writer, and total sweetie pie Connor Savage McCabe, and on each episode of Call Me By Your Game, I sit down with a guest for an intimate look at a special game from their past. Did you and your dad beat Spyro the Dragon over the holidays? Or was Halo 4 the one thing that united your roommates during your senior year of college? Stories like these are what Call Me By Your Game is about. From video game content creator Janet Garcia to Hades voice actor Courtney Vinays, I interview wonderful comedians and game industry friends about these memories. Check us out wherever you get your podcasts, and maybe someday you'll call me by your game.
Because, my father passed away in 92. So it's been 30 years, 31 years. It's been a long time. So how are you supposed to know, that's the moment you're not gonna get back? But listen, not to be sad, it is what it is. It's a long time ago. But watching him play games and eating cereal was like a weekend ritual. Like I just loved it. It was just amazing. All right. So with Dunkin' Donuts. Right. There was ET cereal. Okay. I don't remember ET cereal, but I mean, I know it was peanut butter chocolate flavor, but I remember only seeing it once. So I don't know if my father didn't like it, he didn't buy it because my father didn't care about if I liked the cereal. My father cared about if he liked the cereal because there were so many cereals. If I don't like a particular one, I will have another one. And listen, sometimes I would eat like 2, 3 bowls of cereal. And whatever bowl my mom had, I don't even know the bowl. It was a bowl. Whatever that bowl held, I know my father used to put like a mixing bowl, a metal mixing bowl. Seemed to me like half the box. Cut some bananas and, whole milk. Again, I don't know if there was fat free milk back then. I know there was milk. Oh. Excuse me, I sneezed. um, I don't know if there was fat free milk. I don't know if there was skim milk. I don't know if there was 2% milk. I don't know. I just know we had milk. Regular milk, red tap, right? Red cap milk. And in like this bowl looked humongous. My father had big, huge hands. And he used to make little boats. Those little designer boats, like fancy boats from like the 80s or 1700s, like pirate boats. He'd make them by hand, put the glue, make the whole boat, put the sail, and then put them in a jar, a glass jar, a big glass jar. Um, no, they fold down. They go in the tube. Boom, open up. My father used to do that with his big hands. So the boat looked small in his hands, but this bowl of cereal didn't look small. All right, this was a big ass bowl of cereal. He need that. All right. Growing up, again, the 80s, we had Nintendo cereal system. I swear to God. It was a dual compartment cereal. So you open the box and there was 2 bags side by side. Okay. One was Super Mario Brothers. One was Legend of Zelda. And my father would tell me, hey, I want to play some Zelda on the Zelda cereal. And that would be a real treat. It would be a real treat to eat that berry flavored cereal when he played Legend of Zelda because I thought in my mind that was a movie. You understand? Like you're watching him play the game, and you're sitting there with your little fruity cereal, little berry flavored cereal, and I would just be in awe of where he would go, and he pushed this bush, and there'll be a staircase, or he'd go over here and break this wall with a bomb. I mean, it was absolutely mesmerizing. You know, it was just absolutely, it was a beautiful thing. All right, to watch this man play Zelda, and then make little notes. He would draw a little map. You know, and sometimes he'd be like, "Oh, I need something. I have to go get it." Now, how did you know where it was, man? How did you know where to go? You understand? Like, there was no internet, man. There was no Google. I know Nintendo had a hotline. I know my father called for one game because he was just upset, and I tried to give him hints, but that didn't help. Um, like, where did you go? Who were you talking to? How'd you get your information from? You had like, I guess you just had to figure it out. Again, that's the '80s. Kids nowadays, they don't figure it out. No, you know what do they do? They go to Google. Oh, walkthrough. I guess it's the same thing as buying a magazine back in the day. Like, you know, I know my boy Adam was playing Mario RPG, and he had a Mario RPG strategy guide. And, you know, he flipped through the book and they recommend this, recommend that. I mean, I guess it's the same thing, but, you know, I'd rather figure it out. That's just me, personally. But so the Zelda cereal was berry, and the Mario cereal was fruity. And to me, it tastes like a cheap version of Fruit Loops. Now, Fruit Loop cereal, okay? It's my all time favorite cereal. You understand? I love Fruit Loops to this day. That's how much I love Fruit Loops. Um, I just can't get enough of it. I will eat a whole box of Fruit Loops, and I will regret it, but I will eat a whole box. So Fruit Loop cereal, it's got to be a special occasion for me. Can't have that in the house. No way. All right. There was a Pac-Man cereal, and I remember it being marshmallows in there. I'm like, "Pff, bro, okay." There was powdered donuts with a Z to be gangsta. With powdered donuts with a Z. All right, that was my god. I remember there came in a sugar version, a chocolate version. So you gotta be, you know, it's wild. All right. I love s'mores. I love making s'mores. Sometimes I make s'more the getaway in my house. I put on the stove top burner and I melt marshmallows the old school way with the stick. I make my own s'mores in the house. Who needs a campfire when you have a stove top? All right. And there was a s'more cereal, and it was amazing. Like it was like I remember tasting. Okay, that cereal. I remember it. Oh my god, so well. One of the best cereals back in the day. All right. There was even a cereal called ice cream cones, man. You know what I mean? It looked like little ice cream cones. It was little balls of vanilla flavored cereal and then a little chocolate cone. And I used to try to scoop up one vanilla ball and one chocolate cone in the spoon and try to like do one at a time. That's what I did as a kid. I try to make my own vanilla flavored my little vanilla cone in my spoon in my own mind. Can you believe that? That I had time to do that? I mean, it's crazy. There was another cereal, and this man looked like a real cheap version of what's that guy's name from Looney Tunes with the gun, sucker and sucker. He tried to kill Bugs Bunny all the time. Anyway, he looked like him, but a cheap version. And this cereal was called Waffles. Okay, um, Waffles. And it tastes like maple syrup. It tasted just like pancake syrup. Really, it was unbelievable. It tastes like a waffle with 100 pounds of syrup on top of it. 100 pounds of cereal. Okay. I remember my father bought Batman cereal. Batman, the movie, had a cereal. The cereal I remember just not liking. I don't know if you're familiar with the cereal Kix, which I don't even know what flavor that is, but it looked like Kix, but Batman shaped. And it wasn't even like Batman shaped like from the 89 movie. Okay. It was like Batman shaped from Batman 66. Like, what happened? You made a Batman cereal and you decided to make it taste like Kix? Like, that was disgusting. Box was cool, but it wasn't the same. But, you know, and I was like, it'd be pretty cool if he was playing Batman on Nintendo and I play a Batman cereal. I thought that was awesome. I don't know. I just sometimes I really love matching the vibe of the game with the cereal, depending what I had in the cabinet, what I had, depending on what my parents bought in the cabinet. I try to match the vibe. I don't know. All right. Listen, I even had Raiders of the Lost Ark cereal with marshmallows. There was little skull marshmallows, little balls when the boulder was coming down at him. All right. Uh, didn't really watch Indiana Jones until later on in life, but never can forget that ball scene. That was hilarious. I thought he was gonna die, but he made it. But they made a cereal of that. Like, it almost seemed like if there was a movie and they could cash in with a video game, they did it back in the day. They do the same thing with cereal. If something was popular, they make a cereal out of it. And sometimes it works, sometimes it didn't. All right. They had Ghostbuster cereal. I remember inside the box, they used to give you bazooka gum. Like the 5 cent bazooka gum. They used to give it to you. They used to give you a bazooka gum inside the Ghostbuster cereal. All right. The Ghostbuster cereal was some kind of, I don't know, fruit flavored cereal with marshmallows. I mean, how many grams of sugar do you think that was? I mean, a million? Who knows? All right. Like, it's just crazy. They even had Ghostbusters 2 cereal. I remember these cereals, bro. These were real cereals. These cereals don't exist no more. They just don't. You're never gonna get it. It's like it's done. It is super done. But those were the times that we lived in, man. You know, 80s cereal, bro. They had Gremlin cereal. I used to watch Gremlins and eat Gremlin cereal. This is things I did as a kid. I just loved it. I'm telling you, I was all about. I was all listen. I'm about vibes now, bro. I'm about vibes back then as a kid. All right. I remember my father loved Halloween, so I love Halloween. And there wasn't many horror games growing up on the 80s, growing up on Nintendo. But we had Monster Party, however you say that word. Okay, people make fun of me all the time. Monster Cheese, Monster, whatever. We had Monster Party, and apparently, I mean, now I know that it was a converted from a Japanese game. It's supposed to be like a parody, blah blah blah. But I didn't know that as a kid, and I knew that this little kid had a baseball bat, and I'm like, this was me, man. This was me and my own nightmares, and I was trying to take on all these iconic enemies. Like Little Shop of Horror was in there. I'm pretty sure they had like a weird Dracula from my memory, but like I remember the horror cereal. And when I mean horror, I don't mean like, oh my God, I'm scared horror. It was like Count Chocula, all right, Frankenberry, and Boo Berry. And I had them all. And I had them all. And I remember as a kid that if I loved the cereal, I would tell my mom to save the box and I would cut the front of the box out and leave it. And I wanted to collect them as a page. And I used to buy, so I used to collect Marvel cards growing up, especially in the 90s. and then you bought, a binder. You bought the card holder, which like came in like nine to a sleeve. But they had big ones for like I guess important papers. My father had one for like his work. So if it was important, it was in a plastic wrapped paper, but it fit in a binder. And I used to put the cereal box, the front third in that, and I try to save them like a book. Man, if I had that book now, let me tell you something. That would have been amazing. But I don't have it no more. But I remember either watching him play Castlevania or me playing Monster Party or can't think of anything else that's hard right now. Um, but I remember eating those cereals and trying to be like, man, it's a horror morning. It's a horror cereal, right? Like you just try to catch it, man. WWF had a cereal with Hulk Hogan on it, and I remember my boy Adam, his mom Karen, rest in peace. Um, she bought us that cereal when we played WWF Superstars on Nintendo. Probably one of the worst games you could ever imagine. But we had the cereal. We matched it. It was amazing. All right. It was just like I wish some of the cereals came back, but you know, they're not. They're not. Oh, speaking of remembering, I remember on the back of that C3PO box, there was a Luke Skywalker mask, and I cut it out. And then you cut the eyeballs out with a little string. I ran around the house like I was Luke Skywalker, not even knowing what the hell Luke Skywalker was. Uh, but yeah, I remember that. Then we had a cereal called Honey Smacks. Now this is probably not really 80s, maybe early 90s, because and then me and my sister Christy would make fun of it, and we call it my uncle's teeth because it looked like my uncle's teeth. It was just unbelievable. Cereal was good though. It was a good tasting cereal. Uh, Probably mad sugar. But what else is new? It was the 80s, right? That's what it's about. Um, I remember there was a Ninja Turtle cereal, and I would play Ninja Turtle the arcade game on NES, and I'm like, man, this is the cereal, this is that. I mean, I wish some of this stuff came back, man. Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, that's still around. I used to love that cereal. That's still around, but it's not the same that it used to be. I mean, there was so many cereals that they made that was just like a cash in. Um, I remember Mr. T had a cereal. I don't even know who the hell Mr. T was growing up. I don't even know what he was, what he did. I know he was in a TV show my father used to watch, but they made a cereal after him. There was even a cartoon, Mr. T. You know, like that's amazing. Captain Crunch was still around back then. Captain Crunch is still around. I don't know if the sugar content's the same. It's probably different. All right, but what was there? Tricks. Remember Tricks? Tricks wasn't good. I didn't like Tricks. My mom tried to buy Tricks, but I wasn't feeling it. Um, I remember one time I tried. My father liked shredded oats, shredded wheat. I tried shredded wheat. That was disgusting. That was just garbage. All right, straight up garbage. Lucky Charms. That's still around. You can definitely have a good time with Lucky Charms. And I remember sometimes my mom would buy the small little packs. They would be called a variety pack. They'd be like, I don't know, 9, 12 small cereals. And then me and my sister would play a game and we flip a quarter. And whoever won first got to pick one cereal from that little 12 pack. And then we divided up, or 8 pack, whatever the pack was. And we divided up. I remember doing that as a kid because we played card games. We played that game Spit. So whoever had the highest card won that round, and you just keep throwing on your card until we don't know about cards. We thought that was cool. Now it's probably the most annoying game you can ever imagine. But those cereals were just unbelievable. They were just amazing cereals. Really, really good. I remember a cereal called Monster Mash, and I don't know if it was like Count Chocula, Frankenberry, Blueberry in one box. I don't remember. I remember the cover, and it looked like it looked like they were the Beatles. You know, it looked like there was like they were doing they were rocking out on the cover, which I thought was pretty cool. But I mean, dude, even Urkel had a cereal from Family Matters. Like Urkel had a cereal, and I remember Friday night. Sometimes I had cereal, and I would watch Nickelodeon's. I forgot what it was called, but it was 2 hours. No, it was ABC. Something. It was on ABC. There was Steve Urkel. There was Family Matters, Full House. There was and two other shows I don't remember. And then on Nickelodeon, I remember there was Are You Afraid of the Dark? Ren and Stimpy. Um, and two others. I don't remember the shows, but those we used to watch those with guess what? Eating eating cereal. Of course. That's the topic of the show. Eating cereal. But and I still eat cereal. And sometimes I eat cereal before the podcast. I eat it before I play the actual game in the morning because I get up early. So I don't mind if I gotta eat later on. That's fine. But when I'm hungry, I'm hungry. And I'm not about to make a lot of noise in the kitchen to wake up Eva to take away my game time. So a little bowl of cereal is what gives me the energy to, to play video games. But yeah, man, those are some good memories. Now, I don't know if you guys like cereal, but I love it. I remember one day my mom was like, "You know what? I'm really tired. Let's just have cereal for dinner." Sign me up, bro. I used to love breakfast for cereal. Like I just thought it was the best thing in the world. Oh my God, you're making eggs for dinner? You mean you're gonna make me eggs and toast with some homemade potatoes, homemade home fries for dinner? No problem. Look at the orange juice. I thought it was amazing. I still love breakfast any time of day. I'll have cereal at 2 p.m., 11 p.m. If I'm out with the boys and I come home, I need a little something to eat. Cereal, I'll eat it. It's not a problem. Um, but they just don't make the cereal that they used to make, man. Like there's some good cereal out there, but now I'm more like, let me look at the side of the box. Oh, Honey Nut Cheerios is good for your health, good for your heart. Why not? I'm pretty sure if I had a sugar cereal now, I'd just be in the bathroom. It would be good. I would like eating it. I would be enjoying it, but then I'd be paying for it because I'm not 8 anymore. I'll be 40 soon. So I gotta watch the cereal intake. Oh my God. You know what I just loved? It just hit me in the face. I loved Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles was a fire cereal. Apple Jacks, underrated. Cocoa Puffs, amazing. So those are the more cereals I'm remembering. Even though you write things down on a piece of paper, you forget until you talk about things hit you. But yeah, man, eating cereal over the weekend and watching my father play video games was amazing. You know, and like I said, I try to vibe the mood with the cereal if possible, and I eat it slow. And it seemed to me like the cereal never went away, and he was just trucking along the game, man. Watching him play video games was good. He would have been a good streamer because then as he was playing, he explained to me what he's doing, what his idea was, especially in games like Faxanadu, where you're a knight, you're trying to buy armor to get more defense. He's gonna buy the sword. You know, um, he would do this thing called farming before farming was a thing. And I think in Rhaegar, if you kept killing people, go back and forth, you would get more power to level up your weapon. You know, Like that's some serious dedication. Or write down stuff in his notebook and explain to me, or sometimes we have cereal together. And then or you know what? Sometimes we had cereal to match the cartoon we watched together. Like there was G.I. Joe Action Star cereal. It tastes like Apple Jacks in my memory. I could be totally wrong, but it tastes like Apple Jacks. And we used to watch G.I. Joe together. There was a Transformer cereal, dude. There was a Transformer cereal. And we used to watched what? Obviously Transformers. So that's what we used to do, you know? So yeah, man, those are good memories, bro. Cereal and video games, the best. The best. You wake up in an early morning, it's just you by yourself. Maybe you're by yourself. Maybe you don't have a family. Maybe you live with your parents. That's cool. Maybe you live with a wife, you have kids. Maybe you just have kids, no wife, or no husband, whatever, right? But when you wake up early and there's no one else to bother you and you're just gonna game on and you want some cereal, man, you better cherish that moment because that's the only time you're gonna have to focus on a game before your family starts getting up or your friends start calling you to do something, or you just stay home and just chill out. Listen, it's my chill out day. Turn the phone off, relax, put some music on, play some video games, watch a movie, whatever it is that you do, you know, that's on you. But waking up at the crack of dawn when the sun's just peeking out and the pink sky with some cereal and a game, man, that's special, bro. That's special. So that's what I want to talk about today. Um, as the show would go, we would say, "Hey, you know, what are you playing?" Well, it's just me. So, like I said before, I plan to finish the Callisto Protocol. I want to knock this out. I want to get it done. And I want to move on from this game. So that's my plan. That's my plan to play. So hopefully the next time you hear me, I would have either beaten it, platinumed it, or almost near the end of it. Because I played the game. I beat the game. All right. That's my plan. Now, Magical Stingray, where is he? Is he like Santa Claus? Does he just pop up out of the air? Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. And you know what he's eating? He's eating cereal. Okay. And you know what cereal he's eating? Crispy Critters. That's right. He's eating a box of Crispy Critters. Because why not? Okay. If I had to pick a DVD, hmm, let me see. I'm gonna have to go with the Goonies. I gotta keep it classic because I love the Goonies growing up as a kid. And I'm sure I ate countless bowls of cereal watching that movie on repeat over and over and over. Man, I thought these people were my friend. I thought like, man, when I grow up, I'm gonna have an adventure like this too. I never did. I never did. But I mean, you had your own adventure with your friends, I guess, doing stuff. But man, I want to do something like the Goonies so bad. But it's just a movie, right? So that's what I'd pick. I'll hit with this nostalgia feel of the cereal, the movies, the games. Those were the days. So with that being said, thank you for listening. If you have any questions, you could reach us at questions unofficialcontrollerpodcast.com. You could join the Discord via the link from Instagram or Twitter at unofficial controller podcast. Um, you know, so please join the Discord. Let's get it going. It's a good thing. I know that the boys have joined. Let me give you the correct information because I don't want to make a mistake. Okay, 1 second. Sometimes on a live show, you have to wait for things to load. So they have joined the OOL convention, which is great. Great news. Really good news. It's a UK show. Okay. It's gonna be in when is it? I will tell you when. I will tell you when. Let's go to the website. It's loading. Okay. Apparently. Okay, here we go. It's the OLL or the OL game video game convention to North Fork. If I said that right, North Fork. Um, at the Showground Arena on the 15th and 16th of April 2023. So it's OL 23 video game convention. We have a little booth. That's really good. I'm really excited about that. Even though I won't be able to go, I'll be there in spirit. So I thought that's pretty cool. So with that being said, listen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, what kind of cereal you like, if you don't like cereal, you know, if you never did it before, I recommend it. Get up early, let that early morning sun hit you in the face, and enjoy your weekend. So this is Bobby signing off. Have a good day. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace out.